sloppy through here. Whoa, and slippery. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the video. So we're here at Sylvia Lake State Park. Today's day 3 of our tour. We got in really late last night. It was a huge day. I messed up the directions. We're not supposed to be at this park, we're supposed to be at a different one. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you check it out. So to try and reset our schedule, we're gonna have a day off here. And then tomorrow we're gonna start leaving at an earlier time, which will, get us further ahead earlier in the day, and also there'll be less traffic early in the mornings. And it'll give Taylor a day to rest after 116 kilometers yesterday. She's pretty pooped. So second longest ride ever, actually. So give her a thumbs up for that. I'm feeling pretty tired too, actually, because my bike weighs a ton. So we might show you a bit of the gear we've got today and give you an idea of what we're carrying with us. So I just got some oats cooking up now. About 2 cups for the 2 of us. So all our stuff here on the table. Check out this spot though. Got some big trees around us. It's a lot deeper in the woods than the last one was. But of course, as all states parks are, it's pretty noisy. They're doing some pruning down the road. How you doing, Taylor?
I'm good. My butt and my thighs are really sore.
So how's it feel to get up?
I feel like a strong person, like a weightlifter or something.
Yeah?
Ooh, it's nice. My legs feel a bit like wibbly wobbly.
Alright, so we just paid for another night at Lake Sylvia State Park. So we're gonna go for a little wander, have some lunch, and just relax for the rest of the day. I just dropped my selfie stick and I broke the part that holds my phone. So that's really annoying. Hopefully I can sort something out, because that also holds it on my chesty. Typical. But it's a really pretty spot though, other than that. It's really cooled down today though. It's about 65, isn't it, Taylor?
Yeah, it's a lot chillier.
Yeah. So we'll show you guys around a bit. Guys, this is a really pretty spot. Lakes, she said it was small. I don't think it's small. What do you think, Taylor?
I think it's small for a lake.
She thinks it's
for
small.
a pond.
Taylor's just having a rest. She wanted to hike around the lake and I told her, Taylor, it's the rest day, Biking's different. You exercise from A to B and then you rest at each spot instead of driving from A to B and then exploring the spots. But we've had a little cruise around. Pretty nice area, pretty nice lake. So we're just coming back up into the hiker-biker side now. You can see how good it is. And actually this is one of the one spots with phone reception. Hiker-biker 1. So we're just cooking some lunch here, guys. We've got some rice and corn. And it's going down pretty good for me, actually. How about you, Taylor?
Yeah, I'm loving it. I love corn, actually, so I'm a happy camper.
Yeah, she's from Kansas.
Literally.
And also, Taylor had a spare phone holder, I guess, for my gimbal and my chassis. So we're good to go for now. So, Taylor's having a nap. And we're going to go to town and run a couple of errands. I just wanted to pick up some groceries. Get something other than white rice and soy sauce for dinner. Maybe pasta. Some juice. That would be good. Maybe get some Wi-Fi. I don't have a SIM card, so been off-grid for the last few days. I definitely don't mind the descent out of the park. It's nice downhill, but kind of going to suck riding back up it. A little windy too. It's going into the local thriftway. Met a few locals. They're giving me some advice of where to go. Right, so successful food haul. I'll show you what we got later. I spoke to a few locals, got a bit of an idea what we're doing tomorrow, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Heading towards the coast. I'm going to go check out the courthouse. I'll show you guys that, and then we're doing the slog back up to the state park. Hopefully Taylor's awake. She's probably wondering where the hell I am. I didn't tell her where I was going. I thought this was pretty classic country America. Not in a bad way, of course. And there's the old courthouse. One of the locals was pretty proud, told me to come check it out. It's definitely pretty cool. I think I'll go sit out the front and have some sandwiches. So I'm just smashing a bit of this bread I bought with the old classic, this jam, whatever it's called, Bonnie Marmon, whatever. It's funny, I thought this was Australian. Then when I first came here, I saw it here. I was like, what the hell? I think it's like the branding makes it look like it's local. Getting some sugar in for tomorrow. and then we're gonna go uphill. Isn't this literally the kind of house you associate with like suburban America? White picket fence, little steps, flag. I don't know, let me know in the comments what you think, but that to me is pretty much it. I tell you what, that climb felt a lot different today than it did last night. Man, coming in at 10 p.m. or thereabouts, we were both so cooked. It's like the last thing you wanted is that last little climb, but then there we were. Although it's really beautiful now that I can see deep forest, and we'll be able to see the river in a minute as well. How's this for a nice smooth descent? A little windy, but it's a nice, recently sealed road. The lake's on the left, Lake Sylvia. Dense bush on the right, or I guess you call it forest here, maybe not bush. Just spectacular. So I realized I haven't really shown you guys the bike setup yet, so I'll quickly go through what we've got now. So my bike that I'm riding is a Reed Osprey, which is actually a really cheap low-end bike that you can pick up in Australia for about 700 bucks new. I bought mine for about 150 second-hand, but it still had the oil from the shop on it. It was that new. And what we've done is we've gone and put some reflective tape on the forks and on the chainstays just to make it a little bit more bright. I've got a little bit on the crank arm as well. I've got the Ultegra cranks, and this is the absolute black 4630 chainrings, elliptical chainrings. They go really good. They're for a 10 or 11 speed, but this actually has an 8-speed drivetrain. It's just Shimano Claris, and I've stuck an 8-speed 1140 cassette on there, and to fit it I've got the little extender link there. You can pick them off eBay, or you can get the original, I think they're the Wolf Tooth Goat Link, I think that's what they're called, and that will let you fit the bigger cassette. To make it so the 8-speed worked with the 10-speed cranks, I had to use a 10-speed chain, which works fine with the 8-speed cassette. Then I've just got the Axiom road bike pannier rack, which is really cool. It's nice and narrow. Kind of see that there. It's really quite nice little rack, and it also hangs off the back a little bit more to give your feet more clearance when you're pedaling, which is pretty sick. Got the Thompson inline seat post and the Brook Cambium C17. Really like this saddle. It's been great so far. I stuck a set of narrow road bars on there. It had 42s, I think, and I put 38s on there. Made it a little bit narrower. Then I've got the Rock Bros top tube bag, the Apogura under top tube bag, and a couple of Apogura food batches. And what we've done on the front is we've actually just strapped a fanny pack on there, which has actually worked out really well. We've just wrapped the strap that you'd put around yourself around the bars a few times. It usually sits up a bit better than that. I've just lazily put it on there, and that's been great because when we go into shops and stuff, we can just take all our valuables in really easily. Makes life super easy. Got the quad lock and also the Brighton 330 GPS. Definitely recommend that. And Stages power meter, of course. Have power while we're riding. Got a couple of the giant side load water bottle cages so I can get the bottles out under the bag here. And other than that, nothing too special. Like I said, Claris derailleur, front derailleur and rear derailleur, but I do have the Ultegra brakes, so it's kind of a mix of peasant and fancy here, which is working out really well actually. I like the 8-speed so far. Seems to be enough speeds to get the job done anyway. Easier gearing would always be better. Got a 40 and a 30 on the front, 40 on the back. Easy would be better, but it is what it is. Yeah, the bike's working out pretty good. As for Taylor's bike, she's got an old giant Avail, size extra small. And now you can see the outleb on there. Should be able to just pull the outleb off. She's got a similar Axiom rack. Hers is a little wider at the back, but it mounts the same or similar. Just mounts down there, and hers mounts to the frame there. Hers has worked out really well as well. It's nice to have a little bit more clearance actually under the rack. Mine's quite close to the tyre, and hers is pretty much standard as we got it, just Shimano Sora pretty much everywhere, and just giant. The seat, Stella, I tell ya, nothing too fancy. She's got the Aperture top tube bag. She's also putting a pannier on the front. Sorry, a fanny pack on the front, but it's not here at the moment. And then yeah, just the Ortleb. She doesn't have any other bags. That's pretty much the bike setup. Check this spot out, guys. Taylor and I have just gone from a short walk just from the campsite, maybe a few hundred meters. This is just beautiful. Check this out. It's actually really hard to capture it. I might try it on the wider view. So I just changed to the wide lens camera. Look at that. Isn't that just fantastic? So we're sort of up on the lake, but at the far end of it now. I don't know if you guys can get a good view of that. And it's a little sloppy through here. Ooh. Whoa, and slippery. But yeah, this is a magical spot. Taylor, be careful, it's really slippery. I figure I'm about to get myself on camera falling over and getting super muddy. Then you want to ground yourself? You just talked about taking your shoes off before.
Not like this.
This is like as ground as you could get, you know?
Maybe in like some dry grass.
Oh, I see.
Or dry dirt.
Yeah. You got to make sure you ground yourself in the right place.
Yeah, you have
Manicured
to keep your
grass.
grounding.
Just making our way down this little hike. I keep saying we should turn around and not go too far, but then it's just so pretty. So it's hard not to. Plus, now that we're across the muddy section, we're going to have to cross it again on the way back. Alright, so Taylor are just talking about what the plan's going to be for tomorrow. Now we've got about 45 miles, I think it is, to the Washington coast. And the state park, what's it called, do you know? No. It's on the beach anyway. It's a state park right on the beach. And we decided to do this route instead of the 101 because it's going to be probably more scenic, probably a lot quieter and a lot safer to ride on as well. And we both want to see a bit of the Washington coast. So,
It's called Greyland.
Greyland State Park. And we want to get up early. I'm thinking sunrise, which is about 5:20. So I think I'll set my alarm for 5. See how we go. You guys know I don't like early mornings. But I think it's going to be worth it, especially, you know, it'll be cooler and the traffic should be lighter. So yeah, we'll just have to see how we go. And how are you feeling now, Taylor, after a rest day?
I feel good. I took a really long nap earlier.
Yeah, I know.
And I was out hard. So I feel pretty good now.
Yeah, cool. Can't remember if I showed you guys the campsite or not. If I didn't, here's gets a bit of a idea for you. Hiker Biker 1. All that stuff on the bench there, bike set up. Taylor about to crawl in the tent. Alright guys, that's another day done. It was awesome having a rest day. We were just talking about how at this time last night we were still riding. It's about 8:30, so we would have still had another hour and a half in, if you guys have seen it. We're going to crawl into the tent, and tomorrow we're going to hit the West Coast. It'll be the first time we've seen the West Coast on this tour.
The ocean.
Yeah, so that should be pretty awesome. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Remember to hit subscribe so you see us getting to the coast tomorrow. And leave a comment if you've got any questions about the West Coast so far. We can definitely tell you what not to do.